Yo, Coach Shamika Jones, and in this we are watching the matchup from last night's ACC SEC Challenge, Texas and Notre Dame, the last 2 minutes of the game. If you did not watch it, please go back and watch it. It went down to the wire, actually went into overtime. So here go the last 2 minutes as promised. This is Notre Dame and their amazing 2-3. I'm starting to realize, though, I don't know if you see it, but Olivia Miles is often out of place, whether she's an anchor in this 2-3 or she's one of the top people. All right, let's stay focused, Coach. Right now, we got 1:43 left on the clock. Notre Dame is up by 2. Hannah with the ball at the top of the key. We're expecting Hannah not to dribble this ball until she's down to that 10-second mark on the shot clock, right? When you are up and you're playing against a good team, you really want to manage this clock. You want to run that shot clock down. You want to take as much time off the clock as possible to give the other team less of an advantage to catch up. What they weren't banking on was Rory Hammond moving as well as she moved last night. Like, Rory don't look like she sat out for an entire year with an ACL tear. So here we see Texas looking to score. They went to the same two people all night. They either went inside to a post player or they went to Madison Booker. Madison Booker is their main scorer, and for good reason. She was the SEC Rookie of the Year. Like, Maddie played her butt off last year, and she played point guard because Rory was hurt. Like, very impressive. What we see now is Texas face guard into a full court man-to-man, trying to apply a little pressure, just wanting to jab and try to slow Notre Dame down. What they're looking for here is definitely a stop. They're not looking for a foul. They need to get a stop and a bucket right away. You see Hannah. Hannah has the ball. A lot of Notre Dame's offenses either go through the high post or the top of the key, right? So right here we see this screen. Somehow Hannah Hidalgo splits it. I have no clue. And a very rare wide open miss from Sonia Citron. Like, that just doesn't happen for Sonia. So right now, both teams have multiple timeouts. It's 32 seconds left on the clock. Vic Schaefer's calling the timeout. Now, interesting situation here. Notre Dame has one foul to give. The next foul that they commit, Texas will be shooting. They don't want to commit this foul here. But for whatever reason, Olivia Miles, I'm telling y'all, something about her defense just, it irks me. She reaches. I don't even understand why she's reaching, but she reaches. This is the one foul that they had to give. The next foul that occurs, Texas is shooting. Now, I'll go ahead and take the suspense away. Coach Schaefer drew up something for Madison Booker to get the shot, right? Madison is the only person that I've seen in the last 3 games shoot the ball a lot. The only person I've really seen shoot the 3. Like, the offense goes through Maddie Booker. And like I said earlier, for great reason. What I want you to notice is how Olivia Miles is out of position. Again, her back is to Rory. She doesn't see anybody behind her. She shouldn't even be over there. They're in the 2-3. She shouldn't be over there at all. If Rory isn't a pass first point guard, I'm looking for her to step over, grab this ball. Once she gets it, ball is in her left hand. She's taking 2-3 dribbles down this midline, dump down to the post, skip out to the corner 3. Rory's a pass first point guard, but she's not a scoring first point guard. So we get none of those things. The ball goes back to Rory, and I'm telling you right now, Rory is trying to get this ball desperately back to Madison Booker. But Hannah Hidalgo ain't letting that happen. Everybody in the gym knows the ball's going to Maddie. So nope, the ball can't go to Maddie. Instead, we see a lot of pressure from Hannah that forces Rory to take a pull-up that Rory hits. She's so surprised her hands go up in celebration. Now, Coach Ivy had to draw up not 1 but 2 last-second plays. This one is 7.7 seconds left on the clock. It goes to none other than Olivia Miles. I've said it in previous videos. Olivia Miles, even though she be lost on defense, she is an instant bucket, okay? I'll take the loss and I'll hide her on defense if she can score like that for me all the time, which is what Coach does. Look at this setup, 2-1-1. So you have the top 2 people there sprinting to the opposite corners, causing a misdirection and hopefully some confusion on the defense, with the post player setting the screen for Olivia to brush her man off of, which she does effectively. You can tell by the gap in the space between her and the defender, right? And once Olivia gets the ball, like we said, she's an instant bucket. So she just needs a little bit of space and a little bit of time. But the English and the finish, oh my goodness, this is amazing. This should have been on SportsCenter too. Boom, 2 seconds left. Here goes that foul that Notre Dame did not have to give. They gave it. Sends Rory to the line. Now, let me tell you one thing that injured players do a lot of. When they are stationary and the trainer tells them they can't move, they shoot a lot of free throws. Rory has ice in her veins. She goes 2 for 2. That makes the score 68 up with a second left in regulation. Now, we've seen it before. Coach Ivy is not trying to go to overtime. If she can win this thing, she's going to win it. So when the ball goes through the basket, she's going to advance. Now, for those of you that don't know this rule, you cannot touch the ball after it goes through the basket. You must call a timeout right away. Coach calls the timeout. They advance, and Coach Schaefer calls the timeout. 1 second left on the clock. She draws up a play, and oh my goodness, Hannah Hidalgo gets open. Now, if you want to see me break down that play, go to the previous video where I actually break it down. The stat sheet is very telling. The one part that stood out to me the most was that Notre Dame only had a 6-man rotation last night. She normally keeps it at 7, but it's the beginning of December. Most of the time, coaches come back after Christmas with their 7, 8-man rotation. Coach only played 6 people last night, and she pulled a W out. Listen, look at the stat sheet. The stat sheet will always show you your growth points, your weaknesses, your strength, where you should be working, and it will actually formulate your practice plan before your next game. As always, thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. See y'all next time.